All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to remove these two screws. They're going to be in the top corners here, Phillips head screwdriver. Then we're going to remove the two bottom screws right here for the plastic cover. These are all pretty similar in size, so make sure that you remove both of those. I kind of skipped some parts here, but you're going to see where the evaporator fan motor is, along with where it tunnels down here below. Sometimes that freezes out, so just make sure you double check and clean that out. We're going to remove these two next. So when we're going to take these out, we're going to double check this fan right here, and while the power is on, sometimes it'll spin intermittently, so just double check that it is actually indeed broken. These two screws hold in the mount for the metal bracket that are in here as well. Again, these are two Phillips screws on here as well. I'm doing this one-handed, so this is a little bit tougher, but it's just going to remove the plastic casing, or the metal casing right here that we're going to remove. So once we remove that, you'll see what's behind here. The two steps on here is that there's going to be two screws in the back right here. This takes an 8mm, so it's right behind this fan. So if you've got a set of mechanics tools, you can remove this, or if you've got some other handheld tools, you can remove that as well. So there's two screws, one with a ground wire on the left and one without on the right. We're going to remove the power adapter here as well. You can see the ground wire hanging here as well. And we need to transpose the fan over to the other portion. So there's the ring that's holding that as well. And we're going to go ahead and disassemble this. We're going to take off the fan head right here, and it's put on with a little bit of friction. Then comes the metal, and then we're going to transpose this rubber over to the next one. So this is the new motor right here. I have a link below on purchasing it. We're just going to go step by step, and once we put in the fan in here, you're going to adjust this fan so it doesn't bump against the plastic towards the end. And then we're going to put the retainer ring. What I recommend is you get a pair of needle and nose pliers, and you push it out so you can get it back on this portion right here. Our next section is we're going to reinstall. Don't forget to put the ground wire in right here as well. I've got a flashlight in here to illuminate it to show you a little bit better, but we're going to install everything back in reverse. We're going to install the power here as well, so just clip it back in. And then our next step is we're going to put the plastic portion back in. I'm sorry, the metal portion as well. So make sure we just slide it back in, and then align the screw heads up correctly. All right, so we're going to place both of these screws back on in the corners, and then we're going to go ahead and put the screw in for the bracket, and then we're going to go ahead and put in this cover as well. So there's two screws on the bottom that we're going to put in here as well. So just make sure that we replace those and put those in. And then after you're done, go ahead and put on the power, and you should have a cold fridge coming up next.